named interim in June, full-time head coach in December, and away we go. Underway, and Pat Rogers has the first touch and the first kill on one swing.
Right on cue there. Ball State, as they've done for most of the season, laying that thing in there. They've got a really nice trio of passers back there. Basilio lays it in. Rogers, little off-speed cut shot there, puts Ball State up 1-0.
Almost a 4-kill-per-set offense so far for Patrick Rogers this year. Queens goes to the attack, and quickly it's Caden Sauer with his 46th kill of the season. The sophomore from Illinois knocks one home.
Sauer, nice job there. Queens in rotation 1. He's hitting on the left side instead of the right. Nice high shot. Tough ball to defend. Machado can't quite make the play.
It's one of the battles we'll keep our eyes on the most today, is that up front back and forth. Machado sets it up for the back row attack from Basilio. It's stopped from Queens. Quick attack. Queens goes right back, and it's too high and out from Casey Moss.
Queens, nice play there on that first rally on defense to get a dig. Probably going to be upset there. Didn't get a swing out of it. A little miscommunication there. Ball State ends up getting another chance. Queens just long there, trying to go high hands and missed.
Patrick Rogers back to serve, a team best 16 aces on the season, and he picks up 16.
Right on cue there. And you're going to see a lot of different looks here from Rogers. You're going to see kind of a low cut, hard top spin like that one. He'll mix in some off speed, some float serve. So quite the bag of tricks here from the service line. You're going to see them all tonight from Rogers.
This time Queens able to attack through the middle.
A nice job coming right back after getting ace and lay one in there. Shui able to run through the middle. Nice shot there, back to the one zone. Gets Queens back on the board here.
And now Shui heads back to the service line. The senior from Gilbert, Arizona, with one ace on the season. Machado for the middle, and a quick touch and a drop home from Jacob Surrett. Junior from Riverside, California, with his 17th kill. And now Surrett back to serve.
Yeah, Surrett's been a really positive surprise. Shouldn't say surprise. They expected a lot out of him, but he's able to play multiple positions across front row, much like Savitsky Lynn does a nice job, and see one there, a little off speed to get the score.
Surrett has more blocks than he does kills this year, but when he attacks, it's been successful. It's Ryan Lewis with a long swing, and this one pops over. It's like today, Queens' patience could pay dividends.
Yeah, and get a look. I tell you, Ryan, one of the things he's done really well this year is score the ball out of system when it's not been so good. There he gets an okay set there from Rogers across the court and just misses long. So getting rhythm here.
Sauer with the service error. That's his 16th on the year. And back to Ball State. Ryan Lewis with the serve. Sophomore from Surprise, Arizona. Lets it rip. Outside attack, Casey Moss goes up, but he hits it out.
Moss just missed there, trying to rip one down the line. Certainly had Machado beat there. A nice stick there on the pass. Queens gets a good look, just wide.
Trouble, but Queens handles it. Machado, too high over, Basilio touch. Joust and a win for Savitsky Linden. Just moves so well with that first step when the ball's in the air.
Yeah, a couple joust opportunities there. Basilio really did a nice job, because that first one he was in trouble on. Beat two guys, did a really nice job just getting it back. And then Braden's so smart, such a good volleyball player. Plays in the middle. You don't normally think about those guys being great volleyball players, but really, really smart. Just gets up there and puts that thing down away from Queens.
This hit from Ryan Lewis there. Savitsky Lynn sometimes can get lost in the shuffle with how deep this Ball State team is, but you cannot lose sight of him.
I mean, probably one of the most versatile attackers in the country. Yeah. Played on the right side as opposite attacker his freshman year. He can handle the ball and pass, play on the left. He really is a dynamic attacker with his ability to play all three positions, but does a great job in the middle for the Cardinals.
154 kills his freshman year. Followed that up with 147 last year, and already approaching 60 in his junior campaign. And now a service ace from Will Basilio. The sophomore named a captain before the start of this year and said it was the ultimate honor to wear that responsibility, and he's taken it to heart.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you watch this guy, you know, play in practice, you watch him play in the gym, he's ultra focused. He's got a great vibe about him, he has fun, but man, he absolutely competes. Great player, he's played with the Canadian national team system, and there hits a great serve, gets Cardinals an ace and another point.
On the outside, the attack from Champagne. Ryan Lewis to run, but the block up front. Queens sending it back.
Get a nice job there. Ball State dug off the net. Basilio probably want that one back. Queens knows where they're going here. Yeah, Voppel does a nice job there with Champagne up at the net, just getting in the way. Putting up a solid block, sends that one back against Lewis.
Ryan Lewis rejected again. It's hard to do that 2 times in a row against this Ball State offense, but Queens has done it.
Got a really nice job there. Lewis trying to go a little bit more, looked like line to seam there. Champagne gets in there again and gets him 2 in a row. Nice job there by Queens.
Look at this defense from Queens the last couple of points. Rogers for Machado, the quick touch. And a trickle down from Chance Champagne. 3-0 run for the Royals to pull back within 2.
Got a little high ball there, but off speed just gets Machado's outside hand, trickles down in front like you said. Queens doing a nice job there.
It changes everything.
Yeah, doing a nice job there. Getting a little momentum here.
Machado with the set, and Savitsky Lynn just a bit off balance, loses control and sends it out. It's now 4 straight Royals points. Sends Nathan Voppel to serve, the senior from West Bend, Wisconsin. Coach Mike Iandola looking at his defense to try and come up with the big play. Machado for Rogers. Touched up front by Queens. Queens thought they had the point, but Ball State is awarded the point. Queens has the volleyball right now, thinking that they're about to serve. The point was called clearly by both officials, saying it was a Ball State point. And now Queens is going to challenge because they feel confident they didn't touch it.
Yeah, interesting there. Certainly no surprise Machado going to Rogers there to try to get out of that little hole. I didn't see it live. I was kind of right behind the up official, so tough view. Didn't look like it changed much, but
I was watching body language. Rogers went, didn't like the swing. The Royals said, oh, we got the point.
And we got a touch from both line judges there, so it looked like
State point. Have to have enough evidence to see if this one gets overturned.
And usually, you know, if you touch it, you tell your coach you touched it. Boy, that didn't look like it got anything.
Yeah, I think the Royals have a good case to make here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's OTT, but not in the way you want. Should be a quick call here.
Good look from our crew, spinning it back. You'd be looking at Shuey's hands, number 16 there on the left. And don't see any evidence to keep this a Ball State point. Officiating crew's done looking at the replay. Now they're just finalizing with the scores table of what the call is going to be, and they change it to a Royals point. Russo is 1 for 1 on challenges today.
And even at 9 here, so Queens does a nice job making get a couple good blocks, and then Ball State just making some unforced errors. Queens back to the tie here in the first set.
5 straight points from Queens. They make it 6 and take the lead here in set 1. The blocking up front is just incredible tonight.
Done a really nice job there. It's a good pass. They've got all options. Savitsky Lynn coming in front, kind of on that push set. Queens gets in front and just sends that one back again.
Rogers looking to even this game up on the 6-0 run for the Royals. Machado for Rogers. Quick touch, Machado, but the save by Voppel, but it's a Ball State point. They go contact there for the Royals, and that snaps the 6-0 scoring run.
The State will check in, the Alley Cat will check out, and the Bull will go to the serving box. Trubisky Land.
Queens just really playing with a lot of energy here. Kind of came out a little slow. Ball State put some pressure on them, but they get back in this thing. You see them dialed in, kind of trying to get that one back, but put a little pressure on the Cardinals here in the first set.
Lewis unable to save it on the rise and hit from Carson Strawbridge. The sophomore's 12th kill of the season.
Yeah, Strawbridge coming in here early. They made a substitution earlier on, and yeah, he played a good amount for them. I think he had over 300 kills last year. It was a big part of their offense, especially had 2 really good matches against Ball State last season. So good to see him back in the lineup here for Queens.
There's the team's leader with those 313 kills a season ago. And now the defense tried to defend Machado on the slide. And Ball State with Surrett at the point, and now Machado goes back to serve.
And the Macho Man will serve.
And a service ace from the junior out of Brazil. Reigning Miva Defensive Player of the Week, getting it done on special teams.
Yeah, does a really nice job. He does kind of have a wicked little kind of slider serve. You're going to see hits with some good pace, and there he gets one in for the Cards.
Outside to Rogers. Off the Queen's fingertips. Chris Peters tried to save it.
Yeah, nice set there by Sher. Out of system, Queens knows where it's going. And there you see real typical Pat Rogers against 3 attackers. Hits it high, deep, finds some hands, and scores. Really haven't been able to get him much action this whole time across the front row. So they're certainly trying to get him the ball and get him in rhythm here as Queens has put some pressure on him in the first set.
Queens out hitting Ball State so far. It's been the 3 service aces to none for Queens. That's been the difference maker for the Cardinals. Free ball. Tie game.
Royals attack the party ball.
Queens is taking advantage of every little opportunity.
Yeah, just some uncharacteristic things here from the Cardinals early. Haven't passed some balls here particularly well. Usually that's a strength of theirs. Obviously gotten blocked 4 times. So Queens taking, like you said, taking advantage of what Ball State's given them. Doing a nice job playing clean early in this set.
Rogers near side attack this time, and that one falls home. 3 kills on 6 swings for Patrick Rogers.
Yeah, finds a way to get one through there. Queens gets a pretty good touch. Just a little bit of a misstep there on defense. They're going to like to have that one back because they slowed it down enough. You don't always get those opportunities against Rogers. So Queens just doing a fabulous job up front. I mean, they've done a really nice job getting hands on the ball early.
Tooling the block for the right pin.
The Royals continue to just go back and forth.
With the kill. Point Queen.
And a nice job there. Sauer just finds the hands. Kind of a tough ball, looked a little tight. Just finds the outside of that block. Basilio can't quite turn it back in.
It's Jack Anderson with his first action of the evening. And before the serve can even go over the net, it's a violation.
Point goes to the Cardinals. There's an ESPN timeout on the court here in set 1.
It's the first media timeout. The Cardinals with a 15-14 lead, but Queens used a 6-0 run to get right back in it.
Nice job of seeing the set, getting in front of hitters, slowing balls down, and they've been able to put a ton of pressure on Ball State's offense.
And that's led to passing consistency for Queens' offense.
Yeah, they've done a nice job, and certainly they've been able to get some offense because they've taken care of the ball early. Ball State's got a couple aces, but Queens has also, laid it in, and they've scored right away on those. So a nice job by Queens early.
There's that aggressive front block from Ball State. Cardinals team has 74.5 blocks this year compared to their opponents' 33.5.
Yeah, these guys have done a nice job. Jacob Surrett is one of the top block percent getters in the entire country. Like I said, Savitsky Lynn and Ryan Lewis. Machado's a plus blocker as a setter. So you see a lot of good things from these guys. They're able to pressure people in a lot of ways and, you know, score points from places other than the offense. But it certainly helps when you get some blocks and get some good quality touches. That helps you be able to run that offense in transition well.
That was the first Ball State block of the night. Queens has 3. Rogers back row, stopped though by Champagne. The attack to no avail as Savitsky Lynn whacks it back.
Yeah, and there you see, get another one there. Basilio's really done a nice job, you know, on the left side attacker, gets in front of that one. Again, just a really, really good volleyball player, lines up there, helps Ball State get another point. But man, Queens digs Rogers on that bick. He's usually undiggable on that thing, and what a play there by Queens to get another opportunity for a swing.
Champagne the strike and score.
It's a great shot. That's a really hard ball to get a good swing on. It passes off the court, big high set from the platform there, and really nice swing against a triple block. Got to hit that ball high, hard off the hands, and he does what he needs to do to get a score there for Queens.
Strawbridge to serve it away into the net. That's 4 service errors for Queens. Ball State has 3, but the Cardinals also 3 aces to none for the Royals. It's Will Basilio on the service line. An ace already tonight. Almost had his second. Machado for Savitsky Lynn, pummels one home.
A nice little mix there from Basilio. Hit a couple kind of cut serves from kind of one zone to one zone early, and then kind of hits one away to 5, kind of throws Queens off. Ball State ends up getting a good opportunity. Savitsky Lynn finally getting going through the middle here as we get late into this set. Machado desperately trying to find a way to get these middles involved to get some more balance to the offense.
Timeout for Queens. This match was 14-14, and then Ball State has put on the gas pedal a little bit, 5-2 run.
You know, less errors, they got a couple blocks in there. So again, doing the things they need to do consistently helps them kind of get a spread back to where it was early in this set.
The numbers so far for a Ball State team that's second in the country in hit percentage at .415 entering today, under 100, while Queens above 150.
Yeah, it's still low for Queens, but I mean, Ball State has matches that they don't have 6 attacking errors in the entire match. And so, again, credit to Queens, because there's certainly been a couple of these swings where Ball State kind of knew where they were going. Queens was able to set up, but they got a couple one-on-ones against the middle attackers. They got Lewis and a ball that could have went either way. Certainly, Ball State can run the bick on that. So Queens has done a really, really nice job here early on pressure. It's not like Ball State's just hit bad shots. Queens has just done a better job of execution in the block stage.
Those 3 service aces prove to be the difference so far, the 3 points separating these two. Now Basilio serve it again. Tapped around and over the double block. Nifty move there from Queens with Foppel.
Foppel a little off speed there. That'll really frustrate you as a blocker there. You paintbrush, barely gets it, but just trickles over the top of the block. Really hard to make a play on that. Queens gets another point.
Long run for Lewis, and Foppel tried to save it with the legs, but Ryan Lewis on the board.
Yeah, right in front of us there. I mean, that's a front row attack set there from Machado, and Lewis goes out and gets it. It's a nice shot there. Gets Ball State to 20, back to a 3-point spread here late in the first set.
Ball State readjusts, gives Pat Rogers a chance, and he does not disappoint.
And off speed, you're going to see Rogers mix that in a few times a game there. A little kind of two-handed set over the net. He likes to do that, likes to find hands, throw it off. That time he just kind of lays it right in front of that right back defender, gets Ball State another point. Queens timeout.
7-3 spurt for Ball State after it was tied 14-all. And the Cardinals offense was in the minus a few minutes ago, and they're back into the plus. Queen's still out hitting them, but the difference is when Ball State's hitting like they have the last few points, it changes things.
Yeah, just taking care of the ball. Again, limiting the errors there. They've got a couple good opportunities on offense where they've been able to score, early or kind of midway through that the first set. They struggled. Queen's got a couple of those blocks, made some really nice play on some digs, and were able to execute in transition. So Ball State just taking care of the ball a little bit more late in the set.
They led by Patrick Rogers here today, 4 kills on 8 swings, hitting .375. Started playing volleyball as sophomore year of high school and has just racked up the accolades, especially in his collegiate career. Recently passed 1,000 career kills, named to the National Collegiate Player of the Year watch list by the AVCA, in addition to picking up a couple of all-MIVA conference teams. And everybody said, you know what, let's pick him as the preseason player of the year because he has been on a heater in his collegiate career.
Yeah, and by all accounts, he didn't get hurt last year, probably the MIVA player of the year, probably an All-American. So he's done a lot. He's a great outdoor beach player. He does a lot in the summers as well. He's going to have some great opportunities after this season's over to play professionally and have some opportunities in the USA gym.
Outside attack, quick touch from Champagne answers the ace from Ball State.
Vitsky Lynn gets a quick one out of the timeout. Queens comes back. Champagne throws it down there.
Podgorny, the junior setter, is in to serve, and Ball State picks up a point, 2 away from clinching set 1.
Queens, you can tell, trying to stay aggressive. They've missed a few late in this set, giving Ball State an easy opportunity to go back to the service line.
See how Ball State handles this. Machado for Lewis down the line, and Ball State has set point.
That's tough there. Queens again, that's his second or third time in this set where they've got a good dig on a hard hit ball and just weren't able to execute. An opportunity to get another swing sends Ball State to set point here in set 1.
It's a Queens point off the touch from Champagne. Champagne 4 for 6 on swings today.
Yeah, gets the tool again. He's done a nice job. A couple of these opportunities just finding a way to score there. Does it again against Rogers, finding an outside hand, gets a little tool. Gets Queens another opportunity to go back to the service line.
Machado for Rogers to end set 1. The MIVA preseason player of the year with a game best 5 kills in the first set. And the Cardinals the 25-19 set 1 win.
That's what the way they've handled themselves so far this year.
He was hired in October, didn't start till December, so you can imagine the turnaround of a month before the season starts. And Queens goes quickly to start set 2. Reed Shuey sends one home for his 27th kill of the season.
Queens, man, if they can pass the ball, their middles have been ultra efficient this year. They just haven't been able to get them the ball. I don't think as much as they'd like, just around a kill and a half a set each, but they don't make any errors. And so I think I'm going to try to see them try to get them the ball a little more tonight if they can handle it well.
And the middle goes Ball State with Charette. Queens didn't really miss on swings in the middle of that first set.
Yeah, didn't have a ton, just a couple. And so, like I said, if they can handle it, I'd like to see them get them the ball a little more until those guys don't score, because they do a nice job. Again, they're ultra efficient, hit at a high percentage. You just see them get a little more volume.
Rogers stops it, Lewis saves it, and Basilio keeps the ball rolling. Cardinals defense holds up front. They do it again. And now Ball State's offense has a chance to attack. Will Basilio. Queens with a defensive effort. And we're still going. Back row attack. And that is too far from Pat Rogers.
And a really nice job. Queens running balls down all over the place, finding a way to just keep it going. Ball State got a ton of touches on the block there, sent it back. And Queens covers 2 or 3 balls in a row, keeps going. Rogers gets an open look there, and the gap on the Bic just goes long. Queens with a big rally there. Start of set 2.
This Queens coaching staff loves the scrappiness of this group. And Patrick Rogers almost took the head off of Podgorny. But somehow it leads to the ball still in play. Rogers tries again, and this one scores. Man, he's throwing some heat on these last few swings.
Yeah, Rogers not happy. Queens dug that one off the face and sent it back. So
whenever you take one off the face, you want your team to get the point.
I can think of a lot of other people I'd rather get hit by than Pat Rogers, I can tell you that. He wore that thing, got it back, but Rogers gets another chance there and puts it away.
Well, Podgorny ran up to the net. He was on the front line with that serve right after taking one to the face.
Yeah.
You got to be built different to play men's volleyball.
Yeah. That was a shot. At least it was on the Bic. You get a little bit more space, although Pat hits it about a foot behind where the front row attackers hit it. So still coming at you.
Basilio with a whack. The stop from Skousen. More solid defense from the Royals. Machado sets it up, and Savitsky Lynn finishes it from the middle.
Again, though, Queens making Ball State play longer rallies there. They get another dig. That ball before Savitsky Lynn gets the kill. They get an attack through the middle, and Queens gets another opportunity. So credit to them. Ball State finding a way in a couple of these longer rallies to finish it and get the point.
Off the net and a service ace. It's the 5th ace for Ball State already.
Yeah, that's kind of that's a tough one there. Get that little trickler serve off the tape. Not much you can do about that.
It's Ryan Lewis serving it away. In the middle, the pounce from Vapo.
Now you can see Queens runs that thing through the middle again, just a little bit off.
This guy's got some ups and energy, doesn't he?
There, but a great angle, great shot there. Cross body back to the 1 zone. Vapo pumps that thing, gives Queens a ball back.
Service line playing a major part today. 6 errors for the Royals compared to 4 for Ball State. 5 aces to none for Queens.
Yeah, it's been a big discrepancy. I'd like to see Queens be a little more aggressive. They're going to miss some serves. I'd like them to be aggressive, try to get this Ball State passing group that usually handles it and a little more pressure that kind of hits some off-speed ones. And haven't really made Ball State do much. Nice job there. Apple again, baby. They got him going.
He's playing a touch ball today.
I mean, if I was Podgorny, I'd be trying to get him the ball a lot. He has been scoring at a high efficiency so far.
Roll reverse here. Savitsky Lynn the set and Machado the finish. Man, that was something for Savitsky Lynn to go get this and set up Machado, who was floating one way.
Yeah, kind of a bang-bang there, but a nice job. Savitsky Lynn staying with it. And Machado's got a whip for a left arm. He can absolutely tattoo the ball. Didn't really have a lot on that one, but does enough to get it off the block and get a point for the Cardinals.
30 kills for a setter in Machado, but then Shui answers back.
She sneaks that one in there, gets a little trickle off the tape. But a nice job finding a way there. Set looked a little low, but still keeps it in front of him. Puts it in there, and again, Queens running that ball through the middle, doing a nice job. They've been efficient. They've scored well here in this second set.
How about that? The quick move from Ball State's attack from Machado. So he goes up in a traditional attack one time, and then as a setter, quick move.
Yeah, nice job, and that's actually a lot less aggressive than it normally is there, but finds a way. Puts it in the center of the court there, gets another point for the Cardinals, goes back to the service line.
Machado to the back row on the swing from Basilio. Swing is in. Champagne with the strike. Neither team taking a lead and running with it. This is back and forth of second set.
Really nice job there. And Champagne's taking some big-time swings on the right there. He's normally the left side, but in rotation one, he's swinging on the right. That's the second or third time. He's done a really nice job of finding a way to score.
Ryan Lewis stopped. Machado outside. That's Ryan Lewis again, and he swings just in. Well, Ball State now hitting over 330 in this second set after a 256 match clip.
Yeah, just limiting errors. They've done a nice job scoring, but Queens has made them play some long rallies, but Ball State hasn't given them a lot. They've found a way to get extra opportunities, and they're going to take them.
Yeah, Shuey with a massive swing.
Shuey now 3 kills on 4 swings. And Voppel 3 kills on 5 swings. So again, Queens trying to get them the ball. You can see they've done it. They haven't gotten them the ball much. I didn't get them the ball much in the first set, but here in the second set, they've been trying to go to them, and they've scored. So look for Ball State to try to amp up the service pressure a little bit here. That's part of the issue for those guys, not being able to slow Queens down through the middle. Is Queens has been handling it. Ball State not able to get them off the net. So look for Ball State to put a little more pressure on these guys in the service line and try to get them off the net.
Surratt the dig. And the finish there by Voppel.
And a nice play there by Surratt, middle in there, serving, gets a good dig. Savitsky Lynn gonna want that one back. He's not a setter, but these guys gotta be able to set the ball in a hittable location. We talk about that all the time. You gotta give hitters an opportunity, even if you're not a setter, to take a swing there, and
Voppel's
handle it.
A kill away from tying a season high, by the way. He's already had 4 on just 6 attempts, hitting 50%. Off the hands, Will Basilio puts Ball State back in front as we're just trading points back and forth in set 2.
A lot of what I'd expect from an opening night of MIVA volleyball here. Good competition, these guys going after each other, making plays, lots of defensive plays. It's fun volleyball to watch. These guys are tattooing balls. They've done a nice job, especially Queens, digging balls, extending rallies. You see them get a kill there early off that set. Tie it back up at 10 here in the second set.
Kill by Moss to make it 10-10. Neither team's led by more than a point here in the second set after Ball State ran away with set 1, 25-19. Cardinals are aiming for 6 straight wins. As the 9th-ranked team in the country, Queens trying to get back on track after a loss to Charleston, and Ryan Lewis pounces on it.
Nice shot there by Lewis. It feels like Queens is not going to allow Ball State to run the ball through the middle of the court there. They get another block touch on Savitsky Lynn on a good pass from the Cardinals. So Machado opts to go to the D ball there. Lewis crushes one down the line. Skousen just not able to handle it for Queens.
But Moz is, check that Champagne.
Champagne's a nice cut shot there, a little off speed, takes some off of it, goes thumb down, turns that inside the block. Victor sure just not quite able to handle that. Queens gets the point, ties it back up.
Ball State was just out of sorts on that attack. And so Queens claims control.
Voppel, good serve there. Basilio just kind of not a full shank, but it goes off the court. Ball State trying to run it down. Lewis just, again, can't quite handle it out of system there. It's not like him, so see if Ball State can get it going here.
And they go back to Patrick Rogers to try and do exactly that.
Yeah, again, we talked about balance early. Ball State likes to spread it out, but you'd think, if I was Machado, I'd be trying to get Pat Rogers the ball more. He's been going back and forth, trading points. when you got that guy, sometimes you got to lean on him a little more when you're having trouble scoring. So look for them to do that in the second part of this set.
Machado with the save. Savitsky-Lin sets up Lewis and nails the point. Sometimes a little chaotic defense turns into offense that works.
Yeah, Peters probably want that one back there for Queens. Just on his heels, he was way back. They gave Lewis a ton of line, so he was back there deep digging. Ball comes off. Good touch off the block. He's just deeper than you normally are defensively in the way they were playing and wasn't quite able to make that play.
Point goes to Queen. Now serving this out of Charlie Dorney. He spins it out.
It's out.
Bucket for VSU.
Queens up to 8 service there, so not terrible, but like set like this here where it's close, I'd like to see them. And again, and we're trading points here. Machado hits it out, so no harm done there for Queens, but certainly think the way they've been playing in some of these other areas, they can start to really put some pressure on Ball State, and we'll see this game get even tighter here.
Extra ball rolling on the court. Great find by the officials.
Yeah, heads up play, head on a swivel from the line judge there.
Out on the serve from Champagne, and that sends us to break. 15-14.
Ball State won 3-1 and 3-2 there, so a couple good matches last season. Expect 2 good ones this weekend as well.
Sauer the point, and this has been a really good one. Neither team has pulled away in the second set. Just trading points, back and forth.
Sauer been a little quieter. They just haven't gotten him the ball. Not that he hasn't killed it, but just haven't gotten him the ball much in this set. Nice swing there, gets a kill.
This one floats up and away. He smiled after that one and said, yeah, my bad.
Remember Chris Berman on the old home run derby calls?
Yeah.
Back. That one wasn't too bad, didn't quite get to the seats, but a little bit of a miss there.
Like
from
that
Queens.
one back. It's a legendary poll by you with Chris Berman, by the way. Touch from Champagne. Champagne again, rejects it up front. Savitsky-Lin says no thanks.
Sends it back one-on-one. Nice job there from Savitsky-Lin. Their middle's kind of in the gap. Braden stays home, and a read. They run the bick right up the gut one-on-one. Does a really nice job staying home. Good read on the setter. Gets that stuff block for the Cardinals.
Cardinals are 4th in the country in total blocks. That's just number 3 today. Wraps over the net. It's a Ball State point. This is the largest lead for either team in this second set.
A little bit of a spread here, and you're going to see Queens get a timeout. Good timeout there. It's been back and forth. Ball State a little bit of pressure here from the service line. Couple blocks there.
That he didn't know how to hold his phone without it lighting on fire with all the texts and calls coming through. As Queens out of the timeout sprays one in to make it a 2-point game on the touch from Ball State's front line. And Coach Iandolo said that when the team found out that he was named head coach, they all said, congratulations, we knew this was coming because we trusted that what you'd done from June to December was exactly what the administration would want to see. All of that was trust built over time, and Coach Iandolo has been head coach officially since December as Ball State attacks and scores again.
Yeah, it was the right call. I mean, he's been a head coach before. He's got a ton of knowledge. He's got a great vibe. His expectations and standards are high, and you see that. You come into practice, like he has a way about him, the way he handles himself and goes about leading this group. And I think they've responded well, and you've seen that early in the way they've competed so far this season.
What a stop there from Scherer. Queens, though, quickly answers.
Scherer makes a nice play there. Machado tries to kick that thing back. Really not a bad set, but man, Bobble just all over that thing. Great close. Lewis probably felt like he had a little bit of a seam there, and Opel closed it late and gets the point for Queens.
Machado for Basilio, sent backwards, but too far backwards, and Ball State up by 3.
Gurney wants that one back. He's all over it, just a little long there off the block touch. Don't always get those going back outside the end line, but Basilio rips that thing and gets the point, gets an opportunity to go back to the service line for the Cards.
Set outside to Champagne. Finds a home. Back to a 2-point game.
Earlier in that rally, Ball State gets a great touch. Basilio just plays that thing off the net probably a little farther than he wants. In a limited Ball State's options. Queens does a nice job of getting it back, and then they hit high off and score. But right on cue there, Ball State needs a score, needs a side out to try to keep that lead late in the set. And who else do you go to but Pat Rogers? Lights one up. Queens just not quite able to handle that one.
8 kills and 13 swings for Pat Rogers tonight. Getting over 500 as Peter Zarowski checks in for Ball State to serve it. Touch from Moss, and that one falls in.
Zarowski rips his serve. I love this kid, man. He played a ton this summer. You talked to the coaches. He was playing sand and beach, playing grass and beach all summer. He got himself into some, I mean, he's a physical kid, but I mean, going to practice, he'll be setting on one side and playing on the left side on the other. He just loves volleyball, wants to help this team any way he can, and he's improved his serve enough, comes in there, rips that thing. Ball State just not able to get the point.
There's Rogers with the dump. And Zarowski's just behind Machado as a setter. It's a really loaded setter room for Ball State.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys that can really go, but like I said, Zarowski he'll play anywhere. He was in serving pass today. He was set one side and then was over on the other side, passing and attacking on the left side. So he does a lot of nice things, has some good flexibility what he can do for Ball State, and you see it on the service line there.
Sauer with the point. Queens inches back to 2.
Nice little mix there, off speed. Sauer finds a little bit of space in that block, puts it down. And again, Queens pushing here tight late in set 2.
Rogers flings one over. First to 10 kills, Pat Rogers swinging almost 600 through nearly 2 sets.
Right on cue, hitting just under 500 on the season, hitting almost 600, right at 600 so far. 10 kills on 15 swings with 1 error. Looks like a middles line, but Rogers just ultra efficient. Continues it.
And it's now set point for Ball State with Rogers back on the service line, his second ace tonight. Cardinals hitting .433 in this set. It was 15-14 at the timeout, and the Cardinals surging again here late. Rogers, though, keeps the Royals alive for the moment. Reed Shuey serving. Senior trying to keep the Royals alive in set 2. Machado, Basilio. Out. Rogers, Machado, Lewis. The save from Champagne for the moment, but it is out. The end. Ball State just pulled away. And here we go, set 3. Cardinals looking for a sweep. Ryan Lewis, the first touch offensively, and converts.
The lift call there. Talk about Coach Pusa. I talked to him yesterday. I just liked what he talked about. I asked him, how do you prepare for a team that's got so much offense like Ball State does? And he said you can't try to do too much for one person, but he was really just focused on what they were doing on their side of the court, how they were going about things. I mean, I'm so impressed with how they've played so far in this one. The way they've pressured Ball State, taking care of the ball. And so I think he's got these guys going the right direction. Man, they're competing hard. And it's going to be a fun one, fun couple nights here in Muncie.
Back row attack.
The point will go to Queen.
Moss there on the pick. That was a low set even for a pick, but kind of hits flat and catches Machado high. Not able to make that dig. That's a tough ball. Nice swing there on a little bit of an underset pick from the back row. And Queens on the board here in the third.
Moss took care of that kill. Machado to Lewis, off balance swing, dug out by Skousen. Basilio attacks to the middle. And Coach Beluso said there's so much attention that Rogers commands. He felt like when he watched the tape back that George Mason focused maybe a little bit too much on Rogers in Ball State's last match, so that everybody else started to feast. He said you have to key on Rogers. Obviously he's going to get his, but you can't let everybody else around him beat you, as Rogers sends one over to tie it up at 2. And he feels like if teams can try and do that, it works. Case in point, today Lewis has 7, Basilio with 4, and then the aces have all combined to add into what Rogers has done, and that's what he was afraid of.
Yeah, Queens done a nice job, I think, defensively. Again, the discrepancy's really been from the service line because they've limited, Lewis has been a huge part of the offense for Ball State. Ton of volume, hitting at a really good efficiency. 7, 5, 16, only hitting 125. That's well below his season average. Basilio under 220, so he kind of let Rogers get his points, but they've been able to slow down and key on some of these other guys, and I think they've done a nice job there. So they can start to put all these pieces together, then you're going to see them really pressure Ball State.
That was just stuck to Machado a little bit. Couldn't get rid of it.
That's a tough one. And right in the pocket there.
right in his elbow.
Always frustrating.
He doesn't get stuck on this one, but it's an attack from Vopel that sends it back. Vopel's having himself a night. Season high 7 kills, Tucker on just 9 swings.
Yeah, got a couple of like that one's almost like an overpass there, just a misconnection, puts it back down. Did have an overpass earlier, but he's been really good so far, taking care of the ball. Got a couple blocks for him as well, so he's done a nice job. Helped Queens in a lot of ways so far.
Lewis on the swing, the dig out by Sauer. Rolls home, and Queens has a 2-point lead in set 3.
Not one you see every day there. Setter and left side go up to attack. That third ball going over, run into each other. Ball somehow falls, trickles in front of Ball State, and Queens gets the point there. Glad nobody got hurt because they were both going up pretty aggressively there on Queens' side.
Too far out.
Just wide, like the swing there from Haas. Going against a triple block. No, that's going to be there. Trying to find the outside of Lewis's hand. Just misses, but good swing. He had a little bit of line to hit. Tried to hit it, just missed. But again, Queens doing a nice job. Got a good block touch early in that rally. Just missed on that opportunity.
What a serve from Brian Lewis to put the 7th ace on the board. Remarkable that this is Ryan Lewis' 4th year of playing volleyball in his life. Burst onto the scene as a junior in college. And the rise of him has just been incredible. In the middle, Champagne with a swat.
Really
Junior's
impressed
having
with
a
him
great
all
night.
night. 8 kills on 15 swings, only 1 error. And he's done some nice things from the back row. He scored a couple times in row 1. He's been hitting on the right, scored on some high balls against triple I's. He's just done it all. And he's done it without making a lot of errors. Again, 8-1, 15, nice. Really, really nice clip so far here early in the 3rd set, and he's really set the tone for their offense.
Champagne, Voppel, Shuey all hitting at very high efficiency. All over 400 today. Ball State grabs the point, back to tied at 6.
Yeah, tries to get one there, off speed, throw that thing over. Machado sends it back.
I think you game plan well when you have 3 blockers there multiple times within a match.
Yeah, it's one thing you'll see if you haven't watched the men's game a lot, you watch the women's game a lot, you don't really see a lot of triple blocks in the women's game, but if you watch the men's game, anytime they get an opportunity, they're trying to get 3 guys up, just takes away angles that these guys can hit even on high balls, and there they get 3 up and get the stuff.
Queens keeps it alive. Basilia does too. Machado for Rogers, who puts one home.
With the throwdown, looking for BSU.
Queens not really happy about that one.
They wanted the hold.
And the ball return to Whiskey Lynn.
Coach Mike Lewis might want him playing on the basketball team after that one. Looked like he could probably throw one down two-handed pretty easy, but no call from the officials.
I think Pat Rogers would be a really good basketball player if he wanted to play.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, stretch 4, really good length wing player. Yeah. He's done pretty well on the volleyball court though. Rogers attacks again. 11 kills on 17 swings for him today. Shuey can't connect.
That's a tough one to get a coverage ball and then kind of pop one up and kind of in a spot where he could swing or set it. Tough ball from that angle. Just a little misconnection there on that swing. Gives Ball State the point and the serve back.
Whoa, all through the middle. There's Jacob Surratt doing the work.
Yeah, not an ace, but they get an easy overpass there. Surratt puts it away. Gives the Cardinals a point in the lead back here in the 3rd set.
Queens had a lead for a moment. Ball State has quickly grabbed it, 9-8. Cardinals aiming for 6 straight wins. Outside a hard swing there from Sauer. Lewis tries to beat the triple block. Joust. Rogers. Peters the save. Outside rejection, but it's a Queens point.
Surratt in the net there, I think, for the Cardinals on that one. Good rally from both sides. Couple nice touches there on some high balls. Some hard balls to get touches on sometimes, but a nice job. Queens ends up with the point there on the Ball State blocking error.
Rogers twirls one, but it spins out.
Wide left, point goes to Queen.
It's a big spot for Queens here to try and take control. Good look from our replay crew. Looks like it's out.
Just wide there, only a second error from Rogers.
Great call on the floor, too, as that one was happening. Oh, Griffin Satterfield tried to get it over, but that's a point for the Royals.
Point goes to Queen. Royals get separation here in game 3, 11-9. Chapin to serve again.
Satterfield, long set, Ryan Lewis. Basilio to dig out. The back row, just Champagne could not get there in time.
Will go to the Cardinals. And they fight back to within one.
So they're taking a look at this.
The Royals are challenging a potential Cardinal in the net.
Yeah, I was going to say a net air would be the only thing that made sense in that rally there. I don't know if he was going out there on that Bic on the last one. I didn't see it live.
So public address announcer Steve Shondell just said that that's what they're looking for. So
yeah, just not sure if it was on the attack before, if it was on that last one. Be a really tough one for the Cardinals to swallow if it was on that last one, considering the misconnection there from Queens. It didn't even attack the ball over the net, so we'll see here.
So this is what they're looking at. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Rogers was in the net.
Rogers in the net on that first one, yeah. I couldn't believe they were in it on that last one, but good call from Queens there to see that one early. Surprised that one was mislide. He when that thing got it pretty good there, yeah.
Well, this is a critical spot for Queens to try and grab this third set, and they give it right back.
That's a tough one. Gonna want that one back for sure, just to at least make them a little out of sorts. Ball State's got a new setter in, just trying to find some rhythm. Really want to force them to have to do something on that one.
Each team with 11 service errors now. Difference is Ball State up 7-1 in the ace category.
Good to see here Griff Satterfield in the game for Ball State. You saw him coming a few points ago. Got a good amount of experience. He's played a lot of volleyball in his career here, and see if he can get some rhythm going for the Cardinals.
He tries to here, but instead it's the middle with Nathan Vopel. Vopel having a career-type day. 7 kills on just 9 swings, sitting over 620.
Gonna get a sub here, new middle, just a different look. Will Patterson in the game for the Cards. Played a decent amount, played last weekend. Jacob Surratt was out. Good experience here. Big physical middle. See if they can get him going here for the Cards.
To the outside instead to Ryan Lewis, who bounces one in. Ball State back-to-back points to pull within 2.
Tight set there from Queens. Basilio doesn't even give them a chance. Soon as that ball got on the plane of the net, he threw it back. Queens unable to handle it. Patterson, the really good server. Middle's not always great. Servers, big physical guy, gets up there, hits a low line. Good dropper, so putting a little pressure on Queens there.
Rogers the save. Lewis keeps it alive, and Savitsky Lind pops it over. Lewis tries. Got this stout defense from Queens to keep it rolling. Outside swing, down the line, and Sauer gives the Royals the win to 15.
We've done a great job defending Ball State to get a couple good swings there, and Queens just slowing everything down, seemingly, especially from the right side. Lewis just having trouble putting that ball away.
And now Sauer heads back to the line.
Yeah.
Savitsky Lind with authority. There's that front line that Ball State's been dominant with this year.
Basilio and Savitsky in there. Sauer trying to hit the D-ball, looked a little underset, little low. Tried to just rip it through that and sent back by the big fellas up front. Pulling Ball State back to within one, middle of the set here in the third.
Cardinals have used a 4-1 spurt to get back within one after trailing by 4. And the Royals answer aggressively.
Voppel again there. Queens getting him the ball in the middle. He's done a nice job of picking some angles, getting those one-on-one matchups. Gets it past Scherer. Gets Queens the ball back.
Service error by Strawbridge. Lewis the save. Satterfield to Rogers, trickles it in.
Must have thought Sauer was under the plane of the net. Looked like he was above it there on that back row attack, but he had to just put it over. Rogers finds a little seam in that block, gets the kill. Ball State tied up here with Queens in the third.
Queens has already used one timeout here in this third set, so just one remaining if they need to burn one, and Ball State's back in front. A 7-2 run. So when does that timeout, if at all, come for the Royals?
Expect one probably after this point here. Ball State gets a little more pressure on them, finds a way to spread it to 2, look for them to take one, try to stop the bleeding on this run.
Queens continues to fight, rolls it home. Champagne just stuck with it.
Tough one there. Champagne did a nice job finding a way, just kind of sneaking that one through. Ball State's gonna want that one back.
And Voppel sends it too strong.
As we've seen here, Queens just missing too many serves. Missed a few here on this run as Ball State's pulled back into this third set. We'll see Tyler Wynn here in to serve for the Cardinals.
Punch home. Shuey. Those middles are really working for Queens.
Again, get another look at an overpass there. Went into serve, not able to handle that dig. Got a little slow down, but just not at a good angle. It digs that over the ball. Shuey puts it away. Queens tied at 18.
Basilio with the facilitation and Rogers with the finish.
Yeah, and where else would you go there if you're Griff Satterfield on that one? Queens knows it's coming hard there. They had both attacking options in front of Satterfield, both fast. Middle has to go with Ball State's middle, leads Rogers one-on-one, puts it away.
The double block, shoving Queens backwards.
Lewis all over Sauer there again. Queens in rotation 1, so their right side opposite attacker hitting on the left. Pass a little bit in front of where the setter's normally at. Lewis with a good read, gets out on that block early, sends it back, gives Ball State a 2-point spread here late in the third set.
And that prompts Queens' final timeout. A 20-18 ball game as the Cardinals look for a sweep here today. Ball State still has 2 timeouts left. The Royals are out. Rogers is having a day with 13 kills and hitting .524. It just seems like every time the set gets late, Ball State's hit percentage rises, Patrick Rogers rises, and the Cardinals are finding a way to run away.
Yeah, and it's hard not to talk about him again. 13 kills here through almost 3 sets. hitting .524, but in credit to Queens, they've done a nice job of slowing everybody else down. Basilio hitting under 200. Lewis at 150, well below, and only 8 kills, his volume and averages, so they've done a nice job. It's just that discrepancy from the service line has really been the story. So credit to Queens, can handle this and get back. It's a 1-point game here, so we'll see if Ball State can close it out. They've done that in the first 2 sets, but they're going to have to keep their foot on the gas because Queens has done a really nice job in a lot of areas here so far.
Holding Ball State under 300 hit percentage, and Shuey just goes right back to work in the middle.
Again, Queens handling that serve. Perfect pass. Hard to do much, but go one-on-one there. Patterson tried to go up, but again, these guys, middle is not only getting good looks on the attack, but they're hitting shots, hitting angles. Not only makes it hard for the block, but also for those defenders to dig the ball. So Queens looking to tie it up from the service line.
Will Patterson slams it home.
And I like that. Good offensive play set there. Rogers up, hitting on the right. Middle doesn't want to cheat to the middle. Patterson runs in the gap, wide open. Griff Satterfield, great set up there on the play call. Good option. Patterson puts it down.
And an answer from Shuey once more. Man, he is just playing with confidence.
Shuey tattoos this ball, and Patterson thinks he knows it's going there. He's up, and again, hits a little angle. Right in there. Hammers it.
Some high-level conference volleyball to open up the MIVA slate. And Shuey just puts it a little too far.
Might have to get facilities to see if there's a dent in the floor under the Terraflex.
That was how hard Shuey's been hitting it in the middle?
Rushed that ball.
Collision from Champagne onto media row here. Took out a table, and camera operator's okay over there. That was quite the effort from Champagne, though, to go try and get this ball. Not everybody's okay. Hopefully they got the picture, though. That's the big thing, right?
Got the shot coming in.
They got the shot. Lewis rolls one, and this one touches the line for game match point.
How about the big middle? Will Patterson digging the ball after his serve. Giving Ryan Lewis an opportunity to get a kill, and a nice swing there. A little off balance, sets a little wide, but he finds a way. Will Patterson back to serve for match point for the Cardinals.
And this one will continue on. Rogers digs, Basilio saves, Lewis trying to end it. Instead, Queens finds room with Strawbridge. And the Royals hang on. Coach Mike Iandolo not burning one of those 2 timeouts he has remaining yet.
He did that in the previous set, letting these guys kind of play through it.
And that'll do it. That's how it ends. Queens, a valiant effort here tonight, but the number 9 team in the country, Ball State, prevails for its 6th straight win and improves to 9-1, 1-0 in MIVA play. The Royals have fallen in back-to-back matches, but put up a really good fight.